Video log number 1. My name is Alex Cross. I blog at alexcross.com. I have a full-time job. I'm married. I have 2 children, and I try to learn some things on the side. And I don't have a ton of time to blog. And every time I try to blog something, it takes, a lot of hours, and I stay up late. So the idea for this video blog is give me a place where I can just express some of my thoughts, some things I want to share without hopefully taking too much of my time. And I was inspired by a friend of mine who's, I was inspired. He's a very sharp guy, and I learned a lot of things from him. And one of the things he started doing recently was video blog, where he just goes out and shares some things that he thinks about, and he doesn't care about editing or anything like that. He doesn't have a ton of views, but it gives him a platform to express what he's thinking. And I thought it was a great idea, and I want to try it out. So here I go. For those of you who don't know me, and I'm assuming most people don't know me, I basically blog about mostly tech, sometimes kind of like design opinions and that sort of thing. Everything Silicon Valley, San Francisco Bay Area, mostly related. I might start different blogs on different subjects in the future, but my alexcross.com, I kind of try to keep it within the realms of tech, basically kind of like close to everything you would expect to see on Hacker News. That sort of subjects. I don't claim to be nearly as good as everything that shows up in Hacker News. But anyway, a little bit of myself, why you would want to listen to me. As you can probably tell, I have a little bit of an accent. I was born in the former Soviet Union, now Belarus. I stayed there until I was 16. When I was 16, I immigrated to Israel. I graduated from a high school in Israel. It was a good technical high school. I got to see some smart kids there and got to see how hard they work. So it was a good inspiration, learning lesson for me. Moved to the United States a month before 9/11. There was also a big terrorist attack in Israel a month before I left. I was really touched by those events. Ended up joining United States Marine Corps, serving 2 tours in Iraq. First time in 2003, right after the invasion. So I missed the main war, but I got there right after. It was pretty safe. Second time in 2004, I was part of the second Battle of Fallujah. Came home in 2005. Met my wife in college, enrolled in college. It was kind of a transforming experience in terms of made me really realize I want to do something with my life. At the time, I was doing like online whatever schools. Got out, got into San Jose State University, first majoring in mechanical engineering. Stayed in mechanical engineering for 1 semester. And we had this class where all engineering majors were required to go to, and every head of every engineering department got to present. And a mechanical engineering head of department came on the stage, and he tried to tell us, join mechanical engineering, we have the most fun, we have the most girls in this department. And the computer engineering head of department came on stage, and he said, well, I'm not going to tell you anything else. Here's the map of San Francisco Bay Area. You show like a map of San Francisco. Here's all the companies that do software and hardware in computers. And he just started clicking his button, and every time he clicks a button, there's a company on the map shows up, large company, name you'd recognize, and he just clicked it for like 2 minutes straight. And he's like, I don't need to say anything more. Like, this is all the jobs, and if you want a good job when you get out, it's probably a good degree for you to pursue. And I switched to computer engineering, partially because of his speech, but also partially because I was considering doing just software, and knowing what I know now, I should have done software. But at the time I didn't. I wasn't sure if I want to do hardware or software. I want to learn both. I wanted to kind of be a low-level degree, and that's what I got. It was great. I really had a good time. I ended up getting my bachelor's, did pretty well. One of the instructors, like assistant instructor, recommended that I apply for expedited master's program, which I did. I got accepted. I graduated with my bachelor's and master's in 5 years. Worked really hard to get there that fast. I started college when I was 24, so just kind of had some catching up to do, and I really tried to do well at that. Probably a good subject for one of the videos that I'm going to make in the future. I graduated, was starting looking for work. At the time, a lot of jobs were in Java. Actually, I'm just gonna save that for tomorrow. So you kind of have my college education, and tomorrow video number 2 will be about what I did after college and where I am today. But long story short, I'm sort of software engineer in the Bay Area, making decent money, supporting my family in one of the most expensive areas in the world, and I actually really like what I do. I show up to work and I enjoy what I do every minute. Sometimes I have to remind myself to go home just because I get so caught up in the work. A lot of growth opportunities, a lot of smart people, just great career, and I highly recommend to anybody. But anyway, more of that tomorrow. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching this video.